Hello. This is Ronaldo Hernandez, and today I want to talk to you about exploring the carnivore diet and uh, practicing, well, not practicing, but also exploring with the cyclical keto diet. So, I started the carnivore diet about 4 days ago, and I feel pretty good on the diet. Right now, I'm just basically eating eggs almost every day, and I try to buy whatever meat that I can. Uh, Might be like most of the time it's like ground beef, but I try to get like a good few pounds of ribeye or a good few pounds of spare ribs. Um, Meat is kind of expensive, so if anything, I always like rely on the ground beef, or most of the time I eat eggs. Eggs are like really cheap, and I want I try to see if I could afford the grass-fed beef, organic meats, but I mean, money kind of tight, and I can't be spending like that much money every day on meat. So I try not to buy the processed meats still, like processed like sausages, um ham, turkey, all that come like already packaged up, and if you check the ingredient list, it's like a bunch of like stuff that they add. So I still try to like go to the meat department, get the meats that the butcher cuts himself, or all that they package manually. Um, I looked into it, and they say that's like a better option than the processed meat, but the processed meat is like third best. It's like one is organic, grass fed. Two is like what you could get at the meat department, or like the deli department or whatever. Not packaged by factories and companies and all that. And then the third option is buying everything else, like all the processed foods. So I still try to do the best I can, and I actually feel pretty good on this diet. To be honest, I'm already kind of tired of it though, cause I'm not. I mean, I like meat, but I never really been like that big of a meat eater. And lately, I'm still trying to figure out how much I should be eating a day, but I'm eating about like 3 to 4 pounds of meat every day just to like maintain my weight. And I mean, that's a lot of meat, man. 3 pounds, 4 pounds, and I'm not even crazy off meat either. So I actually kind of miss eating my vegetables and fruits. I'm okay with like cutting out all the grains, all the gluten, all the dairy, um, and then cutting out like nice shaped vegetables. I noticed an improvement in myself off of that. But man, that's why I want to experiment with the cyclical keto. Maybe like 1 or 2 days I could do like a carb load day with the vegetables and fruits that I am able to eat. I'm gonna have to rely more on the vegetables, but I really don't mind. I actually like eating them. The fruits, it says every time I look into like I you could say like the autoimmune disorder protocol is they say to limit fruits and rely more on vegetables, because there's some fruits that have like this kind of like chemical like lectin or something, and it's like a toxic to humans, because technically, man, like plants and like don't want to get eaten, just like meat. The only difference is like animals can run, plants can't. So what plants do is that they release like toxic substances for people who try to eat them. They would also get infected by the toxins, and then it's like secretly like poisons the person trying to eat the plant, and that's like a defense mechanism for the plant to protect themselves. So you know this is like something I've been like looking up, and I've been researching about, and supposedly being on a carnivore diet is like the most optimal you could say like human diet, anyone could be on, because that's like the closest diet to like our ancestral um, ways. Um, I was watching the videos and they were saying that like um, cavemen at the time or whatever, um, heavily relied on mainly eating animals, animal fat, animal meat, and we only ate vegetables and fruits when um, we couldn't get hands on animals. We couldn't feed off them. So this is technically like the best diet um, for any human. I actually kind of believe that now, just because like only eating meat, I don't feel no flare-ups with some of these other conditions that I have. Not just like snapping triceps syndrome and neuropathy. I realized that I've been dealing with like psoriasis on my scalp a few days into the diet, and I got no more flakes anymore on my head. Um, what else? I feel inflammation is like down in my body too. I don't feel so much pain in my arms, but uh, I feel like I need to actually be on this diet a lot longer. You know, I want to see maybe I could like implement like the vegetables and fruits I can tolerate. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I actually miss them. But to be honest, though, that's probably the main reason why I wanna implement those foods back. Only because like, yeah, this diet is actually pretty hard. Like, if anything, this is like one of the hardest diets I ever tried. Like, I tried keto, I tried being vegan, I tried um I don't know, like the standard American diet. I don't really count that as a diet, but I tried like the Mediterranean diet. I tried uh many things, and I feel like the carnivore diet is one of the hardest ones. But um, realizing now, I feel like the reason that is because I'm really am cutting out like zero sugar and zero carbohydrates, and that might be because I have like an addiction towards those foods, which is why I kind of want to implement like at least vegetables and fruits back, cause I feel like my body still kind of has like a craving for it, for vegetables and fruits. Not for like junk food. Yeah, I don't even miss that. Not for not for dairy, not for grains or anything like that, rice, oatmeal, whatever. But I feel like that might be it, and I'm gonna try it this weekend. I'm gonna actually try it tomorrow and see how my body feels. And if it doesn't feel good, if I get like a bad reaction towards it, then I will for sure be on this carnivore diet for a good month, maybe 2 to 3 months. Maybe that'll be enough for my body to kind of heal itself, and you could say go back to, not even go back to more normal. I felt like I never been more normal. Maybe just go towards the state of being healthy and optimal. So that's all I want to talk to you today. I'm gonna try to keep more updates on this carnivore diet, and see what happens if I implement like a carb load day on like the vegetables and fruits that I can eat and that I can tolerate. I thank you for tuning in, and this is a fast life.